Hi everybody, Wendy here from Lolly Dolly Crafts. Today I'm going to, it's a little bit of an experiment really. I've got this, I did a swap. I'm on a group on Facebook and it's called Find That Crafty Item. And what they do is they do, any of their like old craft stuff that they don't use anymore, they swap for other stuff that maybe they do want that's somebody else. So it's a bit like, you know, one man's rubbish is another man's treasure. So, and believe me, I've got a lot of crafty treasure that I don't use anymore, as my crafting style has changed over the last couple of years, and stuff that I bought when I first sort of started out crafting. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just my taste has developed as I've gone on crafting. So anyway, so I basically I've been asking for, when I've been doing swaps, is anything like that I can alter. And I did a swap with one lady for this, like, it's basically, it's a candle, plastic candle, black candle. It's a bit of a challenge this for me, and it's got like little plastic, I don't know, these little glass, well, not glass, I don't think they're glass. Are they glass? I don't know. They don't feel the same as the plastic, but anyway, these sort of just, let me just zoom out a bit, these sort of sit in the top. So I'm going to attempt today to alter it into something a little bit more appealing. So what I've done is I've mixed up, I'm going to white gesso it all over anyway, as just for a base. I probably should sand it a bit, but I haven't got any sanding paper that's just to make the gesso fix a bit more onto this plastic, but I haven't got any. I mean, it comes apart, it'll just slots into each other. Anyway, I've mixed up with my texture paste, or texture cement. I used 3 tablespoons of bicarbonate of soda. I've used this before, I've given you the details of this before, but I'll just go over it. So 3 tablespoons of bicarbonate of soda, a tablespoon of PVA glue, just the cheap school glue, and the last time I made a white one, this time I've used a blush pink, because I'm going to do, so this is my paste. Sorry, let me just get it out of the way. This is my paste, so it's like a blush pink. I'm sorry if there's a bit of a glare, but my door's open today because it's very, very windy, but it's really sunny, so the sun's coming from this side. But anyway, yeah, that's the pink paste I'm going to put on top of the gesso. So it has lightened it up only very, very slightly, but not that much, so it hasn't changed the colour that much. And then what I'll do is I'll just like do a wash of like in places of gesso, and then I'll go from there as far as decorating it goes. So I'm going to paint this. I'm not going to bore you by you sitting here watching me paint this, so I should be back in a moment when it's all painted, and let's see what happens. Okay, so back in a minute. Right, hi folks, I'm back again. And I must say, oh my god, that was a nightmare to paint. and it's really rough. It's like really it's not smooth or anything, but I'm not worried about that because I want it to have texture anyway, because that's why I'm going to put some texture paste on it. I just got to make sure that these will go back in. And I'm not worried because once they're in, I won't be taking them back out again. So right, so I'm going to start on my paste. Now let me just move this a bit. I was hoping to maybe also do a bit of so that's my paste. So it's a bit like literally, that's what it is. It's a paste. It's a lovely. It looks like whisked ice cream. In fact, it looks lovely to eat. Enough to eat. Oh, it doesn't smell nice enough to eat, but it looks enough. Lovely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this. A coating all over, and I'm going to try and do. I'll tell you what I'll do. If I do it this way, then you can at least, let's see what I can do. Yeah, you can at least see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm just going to put a coating of this all over, and this will help to hold it together as well. It's a lovely ice cream colour. So once it's on, I can then texture it the way I want it to be textured. And if I need to make some more, I will. So that's cool. I want it to be textured, but I want it also, because I'm hoping to use a stencil on it as well, so. Sorry if it's a bit noisy here as well. Someone's having some building work. I think an extension built onto their house, and they've got a lot of lorries and that delivering stuff and taking stuff away, and so, oops. I actually thought this would be quite easy to do. I thought, oh yeah, I didn't want to paint it because it comes apart, and I didn't want to do that because I didn't want it to not be able to go back together again. And if you can hear my doggy, because I've got my door open, she can hear all the noises, and she hears other doggies barking. She coughs at them and barks sometimes. So I'm just adding this all over. Oops. I'm going to make sure I leave these fairly clear, otherwise I'm not going to get the, I'm not too worried about the size either, because I'm going to put pearls all the way around, so I'm not too worried. See, that's her. She can hear the men laughing, the builder men, so she's growling at them. And as this dries, because when it's quite wet, when you sort of pat it to get texture, it sort of, because it's still wet, it's sort of, it's a bit like baking powder, it sort of goes back into its shape, but you can, as it's drying, you can sort of just retouch up any texture. And I'm really sorry if you're not seeing this very well, but it's a bit hard to, it's a funny old shape to add to. Oops, don't know what that was. Like I said, I'll make sure I can still get that. And to be honest, the messier this goes on, the better. It's like, you know. I hope you can see. Oh, see, that's the wind. Can you just hear it? It's going to blow me away in my shed. I was thinking when I started this, oh, it won't take me 2 minutes to do this. Wrong. So as it's drying a little bit, I'm just adding some. There's more lorries. Just adding because obviously this is made of plastic, and the more texture on I can get it, the less likely obviously it's going to look like plastic. So if I just it's just awkward because of the shape it is, that's all. Nothing. Other than the fact that the shape's a bit of a funny. And all the little nooks and crannies, and making sure, you know, also covering it. And this paste, like I said, you can make in any colour. You know, if you don't necessarily have to use white or pink. You can do it whatever colour you want, which is really good. See, that's my dog coughing at the. She does bark, but she coughs a lot. God knows what they're doing out there. They're where I live in a little village, and my house backs onto. It's not like a main road. It's like a lane, and there's not a lot of turning distance. It's sort of like when they get skips and that delivered, they've already hit the bloke next door's caravan, whose house is right opposite theirs. So he's not too happy because they tore up all his drive and backed into his caravan with a skip. So I'm lucky my car's not opposite theirs, because otherwise it would have been my car, which wouldn't have been good, because mine's a new car, and brand new car. Not that their caravan's not, but you know what I mean, it would have cost them. They hit the broke a plastic box on the back of the caravan. Alright, so I'm just going to go back over this, like I said, to keep sort of giving it texture as it's drying, and then some of the white will show through. I'm not too worried about how neat it's going on. I'm just going to stand it up a minute so I can get these bits here. I don't want to forget them. It's so fiddly because it's got so many little nooks and crannies. I'm not too worried about getting them all, but like I said, as long as I can get my little pot back in. That's the only trouble when you, live in a little village, is that some of the roads are not obviously builder or lorry friendly, so it's like when the bins are done in the lorry, I have to make sure I'm out in the mornings before on a Monday, which is when they come and do them, otherwise I get stuck behind them when I'm supposed to take Toby to school, which is not good. obviously when you're having an extension built, you have a lot of building stuff delivered, and you know, rubbish and skips and stuff needs to be delivered and taken away, and so sounds like a building site at the moment. Breaking the peace of my sunny day. I'm gonna have enough, hopefully. So fiddly to do. I'm not doing a very good job of showing you this, am I, guys? Sorry. Oh, God. Ah, she's going to bark now because she can hear a doggy barking. She's not really like if I let her out and she wants to come back in and she'll bark. If I so she's not really and if someone knocks on the front door she barks. But we have some dogs around here who yelp and yelp and yelp for hours. And it's like, oh, I'm so shy. I wouldn't dream of keep leaving her out in the garden and just letting her bark her head off. Some people just, I don't know, maybe they go out and leave the dogs out. I don't know. So I'm just slapping this on all the way over. What can you hear, Amber? Maybe this wasn't a good idea, this project. Well, let's just see how it goes. I seem to be making an ice cream there. Some texture to the paste. Just going over here as well. Oops. I'm sure it'll look lovely when it's done. Just looks one big mess at the moment. Oops. Oh, yeah, the birds twittering. They call them Twitter painting on Bambi. Or that was just the animals in general, I think. Oops. Oh, it's definitely very messy anyway. It's not cold, it's just really windy. Let's just get this one so I can get to it. Oops. You guys can fast forward over this bit if you until I've finished adding to it. Probably should have done that myself. I can always cut it. Never mind. Oh, this is so fiddly. So I think I've probably done one half, so I actually need some more to finish the other half, I think. I've probably made it really difficult for myself. There was probably an easier way to do this, I'm sure. But maybe if I'd have put it on with something different rather than, it might have been a bit easier for me. I don't know. I'm not too worried about this bit because, like I said, I'm going to add pearls to that. So I just want to. See, there it goes. Amber. Shh. She's gonna. Oh, she normally go and chase up the garden. That's my next door neighbour's dogs. They bark more than she does. Well, they got 2 of them, so I suppose it sounds like more. That's that side so far anyway. I don't know if you can see. I hope it turned out alright. I'm sure once it's been stuff's been added to it, it will be. Right, so what I'm going to do, rather than you sitting there waiting for me to do the other half, I'm going to pause it, make some more, and the magic of the camera will back and it will be done. Okay, so back in a moment. Bye.